Giants Cowboys. That's next up. We're at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Let me set this up. Here we go. We have up-to-date injuries that I wanted to make sure that I have here for the Cowboys. Let's take a look at this market move. We have Cowboys opening up -7.5. They're now -7. This total opened up at 49.5 and it shot all the way up to 52. Bet Online's moved to 52.5. Then we have 6,266 tickets in. 74% of the tickets, 90% of the cash on the Dallas Cowboys. 36% of tickets and 50% of cash on the under. So public bets on the over, but bigger bets are coming in on the under. Yet it's moved up to 52 or 52.5. Giants come in off a big 27-21 win at New Orleans. Daniel Jones, 28 for 40 for 402 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Kenny Golladay, 6 catches for 116 yards. Kadarius Toney caught 6 for 78 yards. John Ross caught 3 for 77 yards and a touchdown. Saquon Barkley is still not running possibly at the level that we remember before the injury. But he ran 13 times for 52 yards, 1 touchdown, and caught 5 passes for 74 yards and 1 touchdown. They didn't register a single sack, and they didn't register a single quarterback hit. Jabril Peppers, their safety, left the game with a hamstring injury. He had an MRI on Monday, but he said, I was trying to get more information on it, he said that he expects to play this week. C.J. Board, wide receiver, suffered a clavicle injury during Sunday's win. He's listed as questionable. Sterling Shepard and Darius Slayton missed the game. They're listed as questionable this week. So without Shepard and Slayton, Daniel Jones throws for 402 yards. Cowboys come in off a 36-28 win at home over the Panthers. They were just so clearly the better football team. Dak was in complete control. If you're a fan of a football team, you got to love what he did. Just no risks. 14 of 22, 188 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks. They were running the ball down Carolina's throat. Why stop? They ran 34 times as a team for 245 yards. Zeke goes 20 for 143 and a touchdown. He looks like old Zeke. And he's got something to prove now. People started doubting him. Pollard, 10 carries for 67 yards. That's part of it. Pollard wants RB1. Dak ran 4 times for 35 yards. Their defense was swarming, 5 sacks, 11 quarterback hits. Dalton Schultz has become such a weapon. 6 catches for 58 yards, 1 touchdown. Amari Cooper is still dealing with the right hamstring and rib injuries. Not expected to practice too much this week. Gallup has been moved to the injured reserve. They don't expect him to practice this week, so don't expect him in the lineup. Keanu Neal is expected to make his return from the COVID-19 list this week. He's been sitting there for a while. Trayvon Diggs left the Panthers game with back tightness. Brandon Knight, offensive tackle, is questionable this week, but should be good to go. It's just like an illness. But there are some COVID-19 protocols that this team is dealing with, and this game is very, very interesting. Bebsie, Giants, Cowboys, division battle. Take it away.
I mean, the fact that it's a division battle kind of feels like the only reason this game is close. Yeah, the New York Giants had a come-from-behind win against a suspected good team. We don't know. But it did take overtime. And winning an overtime game and trying to get up, especially their first win, they've been bad. They've been horrible at times. Now getting yourself up, I know it's a divisional game, and you can always get yourself up in divisional matchups. But Dallas just took care of a very good Carolina Panthers team. And now they're at home against a very bad New York Giants team. Am I missing something other than the fact that it's a divisional matchup? Shouldn't the Cowboys win this game by 20? Like, shouldn't this be a blowout? Do we think Daniel Jones is going to have back-to-back stellar performances? I don't. I don't know. Talk me off this. Why would I not be bullish on the Cowboys here?
What did you think of the Saints before the Giants went into the Superdome?
I don't know what to make of the Saints. We don't have time, but I'd say play the Jameis Winston reel again. Like, I don't know what to make of that team. They're up and they're down. I do know that the Giants aren't a good football team, and beating the Saints doesn't give me any indication that they are. The Cowboys lost a very good battle week 1 against Tampa, against the defending champs. And since then, they have been perfect. I don't like the Dallas Cowboys, but they are healthy and they are playing very good football right now. And the Giants aren't healthy, and they're not a good football team. I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm not seeing here. But why not be bullish on the Cowboys here?
Talk to me about Dallas's defense, because we just saw the Giants put up points against a good defense without their expected wide receiver 1 and wide receiver 2. Daniel Dimes puts up 402 yards. We know he's mobile. We've never seen him more confident. Saquon Barkley looks like he's coming back. Looks like he's becoming again the player we remember before the catastrophic injury. So can the Cowboys secondary keep the Giants down? Because if they can't, this game soars over. And it already has moved from 49.5 to 52. So clearly the market is saying that, even though the big bets have come in. I take that back. 36% of tickets on the under, 50% of cash. So some big bets. Talk to me about this Cowboys secondary. Can they shut down the Giants?
Well, that's just it. Is why do we all of a sudden think the Giants have a dangerous pass attack? Dallas beat the Chargers. Would you not argue that Justin Herbert and his weapons are extraordinarily better than Daniel Jones and his targets?
Yeah, I would say that.
So I think this Dallas Cowboys secondary is going to be fine. Diggs is playing out of his mind. He's got 5 INTs in 4 games. He might come out of this game with 7 or 8. Daniel Jones doesn't protect the ball well. Thank you. And sorry, just getting a little drink delivery here. Somebody's gonna talk me off this game, because I think Daniel Jones is going to struggle coming off such a big week. I think the Dallas Cowboys are in control right now. I can't believe I'm saying that too, with McCarthy as a head coach. But this team's believing in themselves right now. And I've been impressed with the Cowboys. And that tastes like battery acid in my mouth to say, because I hate the Cowboys. But they're looking great. And one I think fluky win against the unpredictable Saints does not change how I feel about the New York Giants.
Wow. Okay. Are you going to move on the Cowboys, the 7-point favorites with very little VIG, between minus 103 and minus 110? There's a minus 120 at Sports Interaction, but very little VIG at the other books.
Why am I begging people to talk me off of this? This is my apprehension. It seems anytime something seems too obvious to me, it's dangerous. That's the only reason why I'm not jumping all over this. And I want somebody to talk me out of it.
Well, you got time to make this decision. We've seen it already move from 7.5 to 7, but 75% of the tickets and 90% of the cash is on Dallas, so I don't think this will be 6.5. Brady says, I'm not betting this game. The spot for Cowboys just seems like a flat spot to me. Easy to overlook the Giants here, really easy. And because we bet the number 7 is too many points, caution.
You know what? That's what I was looking for. This is why I need Birdie in this chat.
Well, you got lots of time here. Lots of time. And we'll keep an eye on this market. That's Giants, Cowboys. I'm hesitant to make a move. Although the under seems in play, I don't think I want to move on it after that 2.5 point or 3 point move that's being had at the books. And if I do, I want to stare at it for the next 2 or 3 hours after the show. Dennis Garcia says that's why I like making my own numbers. Adds perspective. For instance, my number came Dallas minus 5.5. Dallas minus 5.5. And Jalen Smith was released today, says our man Jose on the 1s and 2s. Jalen Smith was released today.